All right, shalom, shalom. On the face east, starting off, giving all glory, all praises to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahweh Shah, by Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, GMS. And salutations to the Akims, the brothers and the Aquas, the few sisters out here pushing this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 elect, men, women, and children spread abroad. Starting with the men, starting with Yahweh Shah, under Yahweh, the Most High Yahweh. It's the brother Yashar coming from the camp, choosing of the light. Man, I got a few topics to get into. We're gonna go into it with the precepts as well. Different things going on in the world as his prophecy is showing. Prophecy is right where is right in our face right now, and we can't be ignorant of the times that we in. Our job as prophets is to warn the people what's going on. Push out the truth, study, because the scriptures say study to show thyself approved. And man, just be occupied in prophecy, man. Just be occupied in this book and what's going on, because this is for our salvation. All right. So first topic I want to get into, Hezbollah leader just got killed. Hezbollah. Let's see. And through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, it's always, he definitely has a way of, even if, we all have, brothers in certain camps, you may only just know your brothers that's in the camp, personally. You can see a lot of brothers on YouTube, but even if you may not personally call some, different brothers or meet different brothers, you may not watch, every brother's YouTube video. Yahweh Shah has his way through the spirit of guiding us and basically putting us all on the same page, if you will, because it seems like every other week or two, it's always a new topic within Israel that brothers just be putting videos on, doing videos on. And you may think in your head, like, you may wake up tomorrow and say, man, I wonder what's going on and so forth in this country. And then next thing you know, something happens in that country and brothers start to report on it. And you like, dang, I was just thinking that. So definitely the topic within Israel now is gearing towards World War III, the third woe spoken of in Revelations. But it's also what's going on in the Middle East right now. All right. So as we can see, okay, we'll go right here. It says Hezbollah. I don't really know exactly how to pronounce Hezbollah. Hezbollah's leader killing sparks joy and rage across the Middle East. So you got people that's excited for the killing, or joyous, the ones that I guess didn't like him. But also you have the ones that was under him and following him that's mourning that. And one thing about them Carmanians, them Iranians, they don't take killings of their people and their leaders lightly, right? Just like America wouldn't either. If the president was to be assassinated, they wouldn't take that lightly. That's not something, they gonna mourn about it, but they looking to retaliate. Same here with Iran. So it says Israel's killing. See, they had to highlight you Israel, because right now that's the number one enemy around the world. That's the bully. That's basically Israel is the big bully right now. Right, and hence I said right now, because once Iran and China and Russia, basically BRICS nations, once they start to link, we're gonna see how strong Israel really is, because they're gonna have to be backed by EU and NATO, all right, which is gonna lead you directly into the direct world war. Israel's killing of Hassan Nasrallah was met with joy and rage across the Middle East, opposing reactions that expose the deep divisions in the region. Hezbollah confirmed that its leader of 32 years, see that, 32 years, all right, that's a long time for somebody to lead. So think about all the things that he's done for those people, which, it ain't all gonna be righteous, because they got their own gods and religion that they worship. But that's in their realm of they people, they nation of people, all right, that's what they know. But he been their leader for 32 years, and for him to be taken out, and they've been fighting Israel for the last few years, well, really a long time, but speaking on these last two years, I'd say a year and a half, they've been fighting Israel. All right, so yeah, that's a heavy doing right there. That's basically equivalent to somebody taking out Biden or taking out Trump or Kamala Harris. You know, the president was killed in Lebanon by an Israeli airstrike and offered condolences for others killed with him after what the group called a treacherous Zionist raid on the southern suburb, right? Them Zionist Jews, which ain't really Jews. Okay? It described Nasrallah as a great martyr, a heroic, bold, brave, wise, insightful, and faithful leader, and would remain despite his death still among us with his thought, spirit, line, and sacred approach. All right, so basically, you know, they treated him as a god on earth, you know. In Washington, President Biden in a White House statement said Nasrallah and Hezbollah, quote unquote, were responsible for killing hundreds of Americans over a 4-decade reign of terror. The president called Nasrallah's death a measure of justice for his many victims, including thousands of Americans, Israelis, and Lebanese civilians. He also reiterated full support for Israel's right to defend itself against Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, and any other Iranian-supported terrorists. All right. So for Biden to say that, which I don't think I know the average American don't understand the depth of this situation, the depth of this conflict, because for Biden to basically say, no, he deserved that killing because, quote unquote, he killed thousands of other innocent, well, he didn't say innocent, but thousands of American, civilians, right? For Biden to basically come up against that and praise his killing, guess what? They tension and they rage towards America is amped up now times 1,000. Basically, that's like, you know, somebody whoop your ass, you get your ass whooped. You know, just say you get jumped by 10 people. You like, I ain't have no hope, you know, because if you standing on land, you standing in the city, and you look up and you see 20 rockets coming down on your head, and you know they for you because you the leader of the city, you know you ain't got no hope, all right? So you can't do nothing but try to run. So if you get jumped by 10 people, you get up and you like, shit, that wasn't, you know, motherfuckers like, damn, you good, bro? Yeah, they fucked up. Why they do that? Why they jump you? But then you got somebody else like, nah, he deserved that. Shit, he beat up my little brother year after year after year. So yeah, he deserved to get jumped by 10 people, you know? So in your head, you know, basically with this situation, we could say that Biden is making a just statement, but at the same time, we could say that he was unjustly, the leader of Hezbollah was unjustly killed. But guess what? That's called war games, war tactics, all right? These elites, they know what they doing. That's why they pushing these nations against each other. Because overall, they just want to create that one world order, we know, which we have to go through. Prophecy has to happen before that can just happen. Which that's not going to happen. That's going to be the peak. That's going to be right when they think that they got it all under control. But then Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to come and judge this place, all right? Judgment Day. So that's going to lead us to this second topic, all right? It says Israel enters into all-out war on 5 fronts. All right, now you can see we got Hezbollah here at the top. It says ground war with Israel across Lebanon's southern border. All right, and I like this because it gives you a map. You see you got Israel right here. And you got Syria, Iraq, and Iran. So Israel is literally being attacked on all sides, all right? And the scripture tells you that. The scripture talks about that. We'll look into it in a little bit. You got Hezbollah, and you got Hamas, guerrilla warfare against Israel inside Gaza. All right, so that's as you can see on the Western Bank. All right, that's why they say Gaza, Western Bank. Then you got the Houthis, strikes in the Red Sea on Israeli and Western vessels, right? So that's in the Red Sea. That's why the United States is deploying active National Guard members to the Red Sea. So all they doing is just building they frontier, getting ready for battle over there. Joel chapter 3. And then you got Iran long-range strikes against Israel to support its proxy forces. And Iran's proxy forces is Houthis, Hamas, and Hezbollah them the main ones. But you also have minor ones that may not be mainstream, but they still over there fighting. All right, just like Israel, anybody can go fight for Israel Defense Force. You can be, not anybody, but if you in the EU, NATO, you can go fight for Israel. You can be. I was watching like a 40-minute clip of well, no, actually honestly that was Russia versus Ukraine. But in Russia versus Ukraine, the Ukraine side, it was like a few Americans, some Ukrainians, and you even had a Japanese fighter over there. So the same thing for Israel. You can be any nation. You can be Japanese. Basically, if you an ally, if your country is an ally of Israel, you can go over there and fight for their military, and they actually accept you. Like, you ain't got to go through no process of, well, we got to do some mental tests and see if he really, here, or we got to, interview him, a lot to see if he a spy. No, they just gonna accept you because they know they need as many men on deck for the battle, the warfare that's about to come, because it's about to be world war, man. We keep saying this. All right, so let's see real quick. Let me go to this precept. All right, Romans 11-13. No, it's like 13-11. Nope. Damn, what's up? Okay, here we go. Romans, 13-11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Let the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Right, because them the times we in, man. Like the scriptures say, our salvation nearer than we think. Because one thing you don't want to do is get caught up in the distractions of this world. P. Diddy situation, the P. Diddy case, NFL going on right now. They got NFL in the morning, basketball at night. Really vice versa, whenever. Really the game is being played all day. Then you got the MLB playoffs going on. See how they do it? They got the MLB playoffs going on. They got basketball starting back. They got the NFL season starting back. They about 3 or 4 games in. College football just started back. Hockey going on, I believe. All right, that's your bread and circuses. We just had the Olympics this summer, right? Everybody worried about that. The new trend nowadays is DraftKings, online betting, sports betting. That's the new trend nowadays. Everybody getting rich, claiming to get rich off sports betting. What I'm saying is, them the distractions that's put forth for Israel. We gonna get that precept to basically block your mind from what's really going on outside the world. All right. Satan's devices, because that's all it is, man. It's Satan's devices. Just like the Akim Karat in the camp, he was saying in the movie, the show that just came out, All People Must Die, or something like that, where she'll talk about the Vespasian and Titus Domitian. All right, the Vespasian dynasty. He was saying that in Rome, when the bread shipment from Egypt was late, the people was rioting because they wasn't getting their food. So Domitian, he told one of his sons, it was either Titus or Domitian. Vespasian told one of his 2 sons, I think it was Titus, I can quote it. He told Titus, he said, wait, the people rioting for their food, it ain't came yet. They gonna come and tear what we got down. Go ahead and start the games, the games, the Roman Colosseum, the pagan games, all that shit. He said, go ahead and start them games, get them people's mind off being hungry, and once the shipment come in, we'll start giving them what they want, what they food. But until then, distract them with this bread and circuses. All right, same thing in America. It's a whole motherfucking war going on, world war, because we already in world war. We already in Jacob's trouble. We just at the beginning stages, all right? We at the minor stages right now. Wait till it get major. And if all this judgment's happening in the minor stages, Think about what it's gonna be like in the major stages. All right, death, a lot of death. Just Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, who is us. That's really speaking about the Israelites, because them the people who salvation is for. All right, we get that precept after this. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right. So you might have brothers that watch football. Me personally, I don't even watch. I watch TV, but I already know not to get in watch the sports and all that, because I be trying to focus in on the truth. But it's nothing wrong with watching that. But we not gonna let it get an advantage of us. To get an advantage of, let's look up that definition. The definition advantage. It says a condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position, right? So we're not gonna put Esau in the predictive programming of Esau. We're not gonna let that plug our minds to, oh man, I'm gonna take a day off from the truth and I'm gonna watch the game today. I'm gonna watch the games all day. Or, oh man, yeah, it's cool and all to do videos, but I'm finna go take me 2-3 weeks off. Or no, just say the Super Bowl come around, you like, man, I'm finna go see the Super Bowl and shit. I don't even worry about answering no Akim call, or I ain't worry about doing no videos, and like just being lukewarm in the spirit. All right, because y'all, and I'm just using examples based off like what's going on right now. It's all different types of ways to get caught up in this world. But because one thing Yahweh Shai do is he'll take that oil from you, and once he take it, you can't give it back to yourself. All right, you can't get it back. You can get it back if you gotta if he have mercy on you and give it back to you. All right, that's why that Bishop Nate said he had a dream, years ago, that he got the oil, and then he lost it and he had to get it back. So, hey, well, you see, that's his judgment. All right, let's get this precept real quick. John chapter 4 verse 22. John 4:22. All right, and this is one you can attach with John 3:16 when it say, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Well, that world, ethnos, that's Greek. That world is talking about a nation of people, which is the Israelites. Because in that very next chapter, it say, verse John 4:22, which is Yahweh Shah speaking. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is for the Jews. All right, so can't see that's what Christians try to. Oh well, we're the grafted in Jews from Romans 11. We the Gentiles. We the wild olive branch. No, you're not. Genesis chapter 7. Let's go to that real quick. I don't know why I keep saying Genesis. Revelations chapter 7 clearly tells you who is going to be saved. All right. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Judah, Asher, Simeon, Zebulun. Oh, I'm skipping some. Judah, Reuben, Gad, Asher, Naphtali, Manasseh, Simeon, Levi, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, and Joseph, which we know that represents Cuba. Well, I said Cuba. Manasseh. Well, Joseph, because it's already named Manasseh. But Joseph represents Ephraim. All right. Because it was Joseph, his granddad said, no. His father, he said, no. You going to be split. I'm going to split your lot between your two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. Because at first, Manasseh was the head of the northern kingdom. But Joseph, his father, which is Ephraim, Manasseh's grandfather, he said, no, I'm going to go ahead and split. I'm going to go ahead and give Ephraim the crown to be head of the northern kingdom. And I keep saying Joseph's father, let's get his name. Because, these scriptures, man, we go over and over and over and over. So sometimes you may forget a name or a year or a certain scripture. That's why you got the power of the internet. All right. That's why I say knowledge shall be increased. Yeah, there we go, Jacob. Right. You know, had to just refresh myself, refresh my memory. But all right, that's so man, Revelations chapter 7, starting at verse 4. If you want to know who's gonna be saved, there you go. All right. You know, I'm talking about saving in Judgment Day. Matter of fact, let's get this one more precept exclaiming that, using none other than the man himself, Yahweh words. He said, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right, this is a faith booster. So don't worry about no Christian philosophy or no Muslim philosophy. Don't worry about no Roman Catholic philosophy. No, work out your salvation with fear and trembling under the understanding of the law, statutes, and commandments, and knowledge and wisdom given to us through the Bible from Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, because it's only for us, only for our people, Israelites. All right. So next topic, man. The election year coming up. Election. When is the presidential election? And I remember last year I know I'm typing because I'm typing and talking at the same time. I'm not even looking at what I'm typing, but I know last year I misquoted. I did a lesson last year. I always think about this. And I misquoted that the election was last year. But then I did the video and then I looked it up. I was like, oh, it's a whole year from now. Well, guess what? A year later, yes, we back. We here. It's Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Let's check the calendar real quick. Because 2 months ago, 2 to 4 months ago, I told myself in the next 6 months, when an election coming up, it's always on November 4th. I forgot. All right, so when the election come up, it's over. There you go. Motherfucker already said if Kamala get selected president, the civil war right there. Them crackers waiting, man. October 29th, so that's a month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got a month and 7 days, man, until the election. You know, and you can honestly say a month and 7 days until we just may see civil war. You could actually say that. All right, but these next 6 months in America is gonna be some heavy months. Really, these next 2 to 6 months, it's gonna be some heavy prophecy taking place in America. All right, because that made me think about this movie, The Purge election year. All right. You know, and I actually haven't already watched it. I don't know why I say already watched. I never watched it. It'll actually be a good movie to watch. Conclusion. I really haven't, yeah, man. But this is a good movie to, you know, this is basically the elites showing us what's gonna happen. Because in Civil War, you're gonna have the Republicans fighting the Democrats, right? That's what the movie Civil War was all about. But then you're gonna at the same time, you're gonna have some motherfuckers just in the back because the spirit is gonna be put up on them to do these things. And you see that face represent Donald Trump. Or yeah, look like it. Yeah, that face look like it represent Donald. Or it could be George Washington, the founding father on. Cause I see Abraham Lincoln. But anyways, you're gonna have some Edomites and Jakes and all motherfuckers just in the back, just killing for the joy of it. All right, they just gonna be killing people for the joy of it. They don't, you know. I know people who told me that they've had dreams that they was in a purge-like scenario, and they've had this dream multiple times, and in a dream, no matter if it was a city, a certain city they was in, a certain type of ecosystem they was in, you know, like near the ocean or in the jungle or in a city, they said in the dream that the outcome was they always got killed by the same person with the mask on. And I was like, damn. So that's Yahweh Shai showing them in their mind, and they just may be your judgment in real life. You never know. But the Most High is actually showing them in their mind the type of time that people gonna be on. Because think about it, you come outside your door, this martial law been declared, your next door neighbor. It ain't really funny, you know. But to the elect, we can laugh at it because Yahweh Shai said he will laugh at their calamity. Proverbs chapter 1. All right, I will laugh at your calamity when your desolation comes as a whirlwind. All right, when When your fear mocketh you, I will laugh at it. All right. But just imagine you come outside in Jacob's Trouble or Civil War done popped off, and you just see a motherfucker, your neighbor, put on a pig mask and go stab the nearest person, to go slap a clip in 30 rounds and go kill 10 people in there, like in 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? But then look at you and just keep running. All right. That's the whole point of us being protected in them days, man. Matter of fact, let's go back to John real quick. Book of John. We got some more meat on that. John chapter 17. Let me find it real quick. Oh, I was supposed to go here anyways. Okay, yo, John 17. I'm gonna start at, let's see. Let me see. Okay, here you go. John 17:14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Right? So just for us, a person ain't even gotta know that we identify ourselves as Israelites and we follow our God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They don't even have to know your religion or anything, or what you believe in. A person is gonna judge you. If you the elect, you're gonna get judged just based off your manner, just off how you carry yourself. All right, just off how you carry yourself in this world. Motherfucker be like, well, damn, he don't want to eat shrimp, he don't want to eat crab, he got something against people that eat that, or damn, he say, well, like every time we want to go out, and he say, no, today I can't go out, I gotta get some rest in, because they don't understand the Sabbath. He acting funny, he don't want to be around us, we his own family members. I don't, because y'all in the world and I'm not of the world. I wasn't instructed to live by the manner of this world. We was instructed to live by the manner of Yahushua and his guidance through these scriptures. All right, that's why we filter the world through these scriptures, what we can and can't do. Okay, verse 14. I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. 15. I pray not that thou should have taken them out of the world, but that thou should have keepeth them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. See how he keep clarifying and exclaiming that his servants is not of the world. They in the world. I mean, they in the world, but not of the world, because we got this truth. So for Yahushua to pray for his servants, to the Most High Yahweh, to keep us from evil, that runs deep, because we about to see a lot of evil in this world. Okay. So going on from that, let's go to Ecclesiasticus 17:17. We jumping around, jump. Ecclesiasticus 17:17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. Right. Israel. I don't know why I started with them. The fake Israel, they got their ruler, Netanyahu. China, they got their ruler. South Korea, North Korea, they got their rulers. Egypt, they got their ruler. Who else? The Vatican City, they got their ruler, the Pope. But Israel is the Lord's portion. So who is Israel's ruler? Who is Mexico and Naphtali and Argentina and Chile and Latin America and Jamaica and Haiti and Dominican Republic and the African Americans? Who is our true ruler? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Not whether you declare as a Republican or a Democrat. Not whether you call yourself a Catholic in Brazil. All right. Not if you in Mexico and you worship Saint Mary, right? No, your true ruler is the Lord of Israel, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, but it's cool because The elect, even if 2/3 of his people don't identify him as a true ruler, guess what? The elect is the first fruits, and we gonna do the job. That's why we gonna get the blessings of the Most High, and through righteousness in the kingdom, the Gentiles, the other 2/3 of Israel, is gonna come through us, because we the first fruits, as it tells you in this same chapter, don't it? Let me see. I know it's either that. Nah, that's in should be. I think it might be in nah. Tell you that in Romans 8 and 20, chapter 8. Let's go to it real quick again. And I'm about to I'm just kind of scrambling around with the precepts that I had wrote down, but no more than about about 5 more minutes on this video. There we go. And not only they, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so basically, man, I'm gonna end with this precept, which I had it wrote down. So here, this through the Spirit. But Romans 8 and 22, for we know that the whole creation is the whole world, groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And I use a specific example. One day I was on the bus. This is about 5 months ago, and it was a Puerto Rican lady, Ephraimite, and she had the blonde hair, identified as a Christian. She's about like 60. And she was even telling me like, yeah, I know, I'm not perfect. I know I sin, do all that, but honestly, I'm just ready for this world to end. I'm just ready to make it to heaven. And in my head, I'm like, oh, damn, okay. Like how I'm thinking when she said that, I'm like, okay, maybe she's saying that because she old and she don't seen a lot, and been here, done that, But then I had to think about it. You even have people my age, they like, man, I wish this world just end, because they understand oppression. They understand affliction, all right? They understand what it feels like to be broke, to not be able to pay your bills, to maybe you have, they understand what it feels like to get that email saying you only got a week to stay in your apartment because you ain't paid rent, so now you got to move all your stuff out. They understand what it's like to lose your job. In one moment, you think you finna do this 6-month plan of you saving and buying this and buying that, but now you just lost your job that just gave you a $2 raise, and you just lost that motherfucker on some bullshit, and now you trying to figure out how you finna go from this 6-month plan to not even that, trying to pay your rent at the end of the month, right? So they understand the pressure. Now, verse 23, and then honestly, you can just just go, you could be in any major city, go to the downtown area and just look around, and I guarantee you see homeless people. You go to any of your major cities, and just drive around. You're gonna start seeing more and more homeless people, more and more prostitutes trying to sell themselves for sex, motherfucking bum. I don't want to call them that, because shit, I done been there before. I just, hey, all affliction, man. So yeah, so it lines up with the scripture. The whole creation, the whole world, groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. That's why I say, and not only they, but ourselves also. So Apostle Paul is talking about ourselves, the elect. Going back to Genesis chapter 7, 144,000 of the 12 tribes of Israel, the elect, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, right? All right. Even we ourselves groan within ourselves. That's why the scriptures say oppression maketh a wise man angry. And also it says, him that increase of knowledge, increase of sorrow. All right. Waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 45 to 50. All right. Getting them celestial, angelic like bodies back. We get beamed up to them chariots. All right. Verse 24, for we are saved by, because that's something to look forward to. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is not seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for, right? And the elder Yak, he used a good example of that, speaking on Obama, because think about it, Obama, I got the Obamacare. It's gonna be the next new thing, the hope for America. Well, nigga, your ass only gonna be able to push that for 8 years, and then you gotta get replaced by another president. The true hope is the hope in the script in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, salvation for Israel. All right, verse 25. But if we hope for that if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it, right? You know, that's why the scriptures say in Matthew, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. And trust me, bro. Trust me, man. Whoever's listening, without the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we ain't got no hope. You ain't gonna have no patience in this world to stay in this truth 25 plus 30 years like the elders, 5+ years like myself, 20, 15 plus years like the elders under the elders that we see, the household names we see in Israel, I ain't just not just the household names, there's no respect of persons. Every camp got the elder, right? 10, 15 years in. For you to be able to go that long and prosper in the truth, day by day, every day, amongst family and afflictions and jobs and all that, losses, all that, poverty, all that, you have to have a true spirit put upon you, a true righteous heavenly spirit, just spirit to be put upon you to perform that. Because it's not us that work with the flesh, it's the spirit that worketh, all right? The spirit quickeneth, but the flesh profiteth nothing, all right? That's why it's important to pray to Yahweh Shah to just allow your spirit to stay active in his truth, because we trying to be the part of the first fruits. Because, man, they Mark 10 and 30, man. Everything we lost to this world, we going to gain it back 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times in the kingdom. So with that, man, definitely hope you was watching, was edified. I want to say once again, shalom to the elect. Stay diligent, man. We almost out of here. Shalom.